We're back.
Happy Monday.
Hello, everyone. Happy
Episode
Monday.
34.
What is today's date?
April 27th, 2020.
That makes April almost over.
Okay, how are we doing?
Did you
Let's
ever
check in
think
on
you'd
our-
see the day? I don't like when I have blonde eyebrows. I wish they wouldn't get blonde like that.
Check in on our mood meter. I'm enthusiastic, so I'm kind of in the orange. I have a lot of things that I'm working on.
Oh, I
Trying
have
to keep
good.
positive.
Oh, that's good. I have good energy. I like Mondays. There's
do
always
too.
the excitement of a new week. The stock market's back open, and as long as you get your sleep and you're ready to party all day. Haha, just kidding.
Okay, it's Morse code day today.
Morse code. Is that
Morse
when you
code.
call your friend Morris? Isn't there like a Morris the cat? He was a lesser known cartoon. It was a famous Morris, right? I don't know.
Prime rib day.
Oh, you like that one.
Marine mammal rescue day.
Oh, well, I pass the Marine Center on a regular basis, and I've never been to it, but it's there. And yeah, I like the marine life. We got to take care of our oceans, and
So I wanted to talk about something we brought out in another episode.
By all means.
You were talking about people, and it kind of relates to this directly about thinking in pictures and thinking differently. And I just want to bring something up. I mean, I visualize, and maybe I'm one of those people who really thinks in pictures. Speaking of which, Dr. Temple Grandin is a autism spokesperson, and she has a book which I have to read. It's called The Girl Who Thought in Pictures. And in her speeches, she did a speech for Google, I believe, Google Talks. She was bringing up about how people, she thought like her, but not everybody thinks like you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty interesting.
That's
to connect
funny.
that.
It's interesting because they did an interview with Elon Musk, the man who founded Tesla, and he said even when he was a little kid, he knew that people weren't thinking the way he did.
Right.
And he wasn't doing it in a cocky way of, oh, I'm an inventor genius. He just said he knew that his thought process was different from the average.
Right, and I'm starting to realize that a little bit too as I go through some processes. I'm working with a few different people, and I am discovering this and being very truthful and honest. I just thought that, being a creative meant that everybody was kind of like that, and I'm discovering that not all people are right
I'll
brained.
never forget when I came out with my idea for wooden hands, and people said, oh, it'll never work. And I said, why don't you just trust the process, because there's so much we can do. Yeah. I don't mean to be silly. It is an interesting thing, And
it talks about the Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences that I've brought out many times too.
People talk about, the diamond in the rough. How do we just get through to this person, and surely they have an abundance of knowledge. Maybe that's true to a degree. But the skeptic that I am, I don't like when people act like, oh, everyone's actually a genius. We just haven't gotten through. There can only be so much of a give and take. I don't know. But I'm going negative, and I probably shouldn't start the week off doing that.
Right. So
Everyone could be a genius. I changed my position. Everyone is a genius, and you just have to get through to every person.
I believe that we
don't
all
really
have
believe
gifts.
that. Well, sure, we all have gifts.
But maybe people have different brain capacities, so you have to think about it that way too.
How dare you say that?
I'm
just
going to
kidding.
be. All right, 30-day song challenge. We missed 26 because we are off on Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
So a song that makes you want to fall in love.
Oh, makes you want to fall in love. Oh, I always liked.
Can't help falling in love with you.
I always
Elvis.
liked. You told me that someone in your family also likes this song. Oh God! Well, you say
Is it
yours.
Beatles?
No, it's like a one-hit wonder, but it's a very famous song.
Oh, you'll go back to it.
Oh man!
But
Well, what's yours?
wise men say only fools rush
All right, mine is this.
Help falling in love with you.
Mine is this. Sometimes when we touch,
Oh my God, Dan Hill.
the honesty is too much.
I know who that is in my family.
I wanna hold you till I die.
Which is ironic.
I sound really good, don't I? Home viewers, I sound really good today. But I also like Lady in Red. I didn't
another
sound
one.
good on red. I look red today. I'm very red. I tried Trump's thing of
There's
just a lot of
Christopher
UV.
DeBurr.
Isn't dancing with me? Check to check. I thought it was check.
All right, here's
to check.
another one. Then, on the flip side, today's song challenge, day 27, a song that breaks your heart.
Never seen a
Okay, anyway. Comes to mind Toni Braxton. So I have two from her. Unbreak my heart. Say
You sang it to the
love
wrong
me
tune.
again.
Undo that
Well.
hurt that you caused when you walked out the door.
Here's the other one, too. How could an angel break my heart? Why didn't he catch my falling star?
Okay, nobody knows that song, but they do know this song.
If you watch Days of Our Lives, it was on an episode of Days of Our Lives.
Just like every night has its dawn.
Okay. So anything else? Anything else going on your...
Like I said on Friday, I'm frustrated because it seems like the news is the same every day. I don't know.
Well, that's where we bring some little pep
Brevity.
to your mornings and your
And
days.
levity. Eugene Levy's going to be our special guest. No, I never thought we'd reference Eugene Levy. Nobody even knows who it is except me and some old people. But he's the father on American Pie, and I think he's Canadian. He's famous in the 80s. If you see him, you'll know him.
All right. Well, I hope you all have
A lot of great Canadian comedian actors.
Monday.
Martin Short, Paul Schaefer, the band leader for David Letterman.
Okay.
Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd might be American. You could look that up. But he might be Canadian. Who knows?
Oh, I almost forgot. So we'll end the show like this. It's actually Tell a Story Day. You know what I like to do. However, I'm going to do one since it is
Psych.
Jazz
You thought?
Month. I'm going to read from Duke Ellington. Okay?
You can feel it all over. Well,
Duke
he's
El-
Sir Duke. That's what it's in reference to, Sir Duke.
Duke Ellington, the piano prince and his orchestra. You ever hear a jazz playing man, the man with the cats who could swing with his band? He was born in 1899 in Washington, D.C. Born Edward Kennedy Ellington. But whenever young Edward went, he said, "Hey, call me Duke." Duke's name fit him rightly. He was a smooth-talking, slick-stepping, piano-playing kid. But his piano playing wasn't always as breezy as his stride. When Duke's mother, Daisy, and his father, J.E., enrolled him in piano lessons, Duke didn't want to go. Baseball was Duke's idea of fun, but his parents had other notions for their child. Duke had to start with the piano basics, his fingers playing the same tired tune, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Daisy and J.E. made Duke practice day after day. To Duke, 1 and 2 wasn't music. He called it umpty-dumped sound that was headed nowhere worth following. He quit his lessons and kissed the piano a fast goodbye.
You know what?
We'll read another page tomorrow.
Okay, so remember a couple episodes I said I only can pay attention to fact? I got so much more from that than Charlotte's Web, because immediately I thought, wow, 1800s. So he wasn't even born in the 1900s. That stuck out in my mind. Then baseball and piano. I thought of holding the baseball and the calluses you'll get compared to playing the piano, and if there's a connection there. And then the 1-2, 1-2. He kind of was creating
that's
his own
what
style.
Joe does with his raps.
Well, yeah, but I think it's the idea that he was creating his own style. Like I've seen interviews with Eric Clapton where he explains how he learned to play the guitar. He doesn't even know the names of the strings. He totally created his own method.
It's like singing.
And it's
I
crazy.
don't know.
And
Like,
it sounds
I'll be
like
honest.
that's what this will be
It's
too.
reading music has always been a challenge. So even when I'm writing, that's why I just interpret the chords. But once again, it goes back to the thinking and your own style, you know? So maybe it's not
Bruce
analytical.
Bruce Lee said you could have a background in everything, but ultimately you're going to be an expert in your own style.
That's very true. Yeah, Bruce Lee. Shout out.
What great advices you're getting on this show today.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
Master your own
Thank
domain.
you very much.